Yeah, I thought kind of a weird start, right? They scored first, and then like they tried the onside kick. I mean, Merriweather made a great athletic play, ran it back in for a touchdown. They get the ball come out, and I think we got a pick six, didn't we? So I think we had 2 plays the whole first quarter. So when that happens, it kind of can put your offense in a funk, and we weren't playing really good football that second quarter. 2 and 6. We were 2 of 6 passing at halftime, but we came out and had a much better second half on both sides of the ball. I think we only had 1 incompletion in the second half, and defensively we shut them out. So anytime you do that, you have pretty good out. I think our defense came up with about five stops, I think.
I know Davis got hit pretty hard late in that first.
I won, got the ball in the second half, got some separation. Then we got some stops on defense, and we just kept the foot on the gas pedal there. But, yeah, I thought, we had great effort. We got some young guys at different spots that we got to look at the film. Everybody, including the veterans too. We got to get better from week 1 to week 2. That's the goal there. So.
Coach, I was going to ask you, how important do you think that this victory at home is, especially when you're going into a stretch of 3 road games after this?
Yeah, well, you always want to get the season off to a right start. So, our guys did that. They got a pretty good football team over there. They're not going anywhere. We see them in 2 weeks. So I'm sure it's going to come down to, both teams got to make some adjustments and see what new wrinkles we're going to put in before we see them. But love the start. You always want to start the season off right, and now we just kind of build on it.
Did you have Drew kind of just tweak anything with him in that second half where he was running a little bit more? He ran the ball in one time in that first half. But like you said, you didn't have a lot of plays around that.
Yeah, they were playing some zone behind and some deep zone, and so we were, we just decided, hey, you know what, we're going to make them tighten up and run the ball a little bit, and bring them back to the box and open up our passing lanes. So, we got a lot of stuff we got to get better at. We're nowhere near where we need to be, but, we're never going to undermine a win. We enjoyed a win, and congratulations to our guys. And, it's going to be a long season and a lot of good football left to play. And it's week 1 when you look around the league, it can look sloppy at times, right? And, we don't have preseason games, so it takes 3-4 games for everybody to kind of settle down and start playing and, cleaning up the little things that we need to clean up. Okay, we good, fellas? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, all right.
I know you had pass interference early in the game. And
Yeah.
Did you just have to calm yourself down out there?
Yeah. It was my first game in about 2 years. So I definitely the atmosphere and the environment, just getting used to that, just calming myself down and, just going through the motions, reading my checks and kind of just slowing my game down. I did a lot better in the second half, and I just had to just calm myself down for the most part.
Do you have a lot of family here? Because, you're coming back
Yes.
first game at home, coming back home.
Yeah, so all my family, all my friends are here, so I also had that in my mind, just performing at my highest ability for them. A lot of emotions, but it was just a blessing to be here. Organization like this, got a lot of things to clean up, but I'm just glad to get the win.
You had a big stop on around the goal line there on that fourth down play. You were able to break it up. I mean, did that kind of give you confidence in you? You almost had an interception there in the end zone, so
Yeah.
it's were they kind of coming after you, or?
I think I just had a little bit of jitters, and I just had to just kind of just get back to my flow, my game. Don't worry about anything else. Just do my job. Had to stick to the game plan, and Coach Guy, he did a great job of that, calling the plays, and we just had to make the plays.
I was going to ask you, how do you think practice has helped you? Especially in this game, the guys have been in camp, have been in practice, for a while now. So how did that all kind of come to fruition tonight, or for you and your team?
This is all new for me, indoor. So coaches, during training camp, they did a really good job, getting us caught up to speed with the veterans. As far as practicing, the tempo and the motions, getting all that down. But Coach Guy did a great job.
Your face is probably, if not the best, one of the best passers in the league right off the bat. So,
Yeah.
is there things that that you need to work on? Is the game a little bit faster, a little quicker?
Definitely that first half, or just even that first quarter. Just learning the speed, learning like the receivers and all that, just getting their speeds down. It's like it was going very fast, so I just had to get used to it. But yeah, I think we did a good job.
Kyree, I'm sure you've touched on this already, but look, you grew up in Arizona, you played high school ball in Chandler,
Yes, sir.
now you're playing here downtown, you got friends and family here. What was the nerves like? I mean, because like you had a little bit of a layoff, and you kind of talked about that. So
Yeah.
were there some nerves early in this game in that first half?
Oh, for sure. I mean, nerves are natural to the game. Everybody has them, but even more so for me, coming back home in front of all my family and friends here. I had a lot of pregame jitters, but just had to just slow my game down. And at the end of the day, it's football, so just have fun. But it was just a blessing being able to play in front of all my family again. So I was very excited for that.
Now, Dello is one of the premier receivers in this league. He's also he's a super guy, but also a premier smack talker.
Oh yeah.
In that first half, was he jawing a little bit too?
Yeah. He was John us. He's a good dude. He's a good player, obviously. But we can't let that get to us. We just focus on our game, focus on the game plan, and just don't worry about the talk.
After a while, when you got into a flow into the game, you and Ezel in that secondary, did you feel like you guys started to hit your stride maybe later in that first half, and then obviously carried over into that second frame?
Oh, of course. I mean, that first quarter, we were both looking at each other like, man, this thing is just so fast, like faster than we're used to. And so we just kind of had to just slow down, listen to Coach Bubba, and just get our keys and just slow down and just focus on what we have to do. And I think we did that really well in the second half.
How many friends and family did you have here tonight?
I think like 30, like 30, 35. So,
Yeah. How many people at home watching as well?
Probably even more. So, I mean, I'm just so happy to be back home. I love Arizona, so I'm glad to be home.
Good job, man.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats. Thank you, Kyree.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kyree. Appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
A lot of plays you could run.
Yeah.
I mean, just was a weird beginning.
Right.
In the second half, you were able to kind of do your thing. And
Yeah.
Is that a typical kind of season opener?
I don't know, man. That was the first time that it went like that. Yeah, it was weird. We didn't get the ball until like 3 minutes left, and then we had 2 plays, interception, and we're off the field again. And then the half. I mean, that's all I remember from the first half. It was pretty much over after that. But as far as the offense, but I mean, we figured it out, got it done, and made the plays. So we just got to go back and clean it up, which we did. But now, so we don't have to start slow to get going. We'll go back and watch it and figure it out.
Were they running a lot of zone or different cover where you had to that?
Nah, they literally ran the same defense they ran last year. They got the same people they had last year. They didn't do anything special. It was just us not executing. Really, that's all it was, just not executing and being in that weird, weird state of, are we even playing yet? You know what I'm saying? So that's all that was, yeah.
Yeah, new running back. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a bull and he's tough, and then you got 82.
Mhm. Yeah, those guys showed up big for us today. Yeah, man. Like in the first half, I threw 2 picks, and then I was like, I went in the locker room. And I just said, I trust y'all. Like, I'm gonna keep throwing it, bro. I don't care. I'm gonna throw it. If the coverage says throw, I'm gonna throw it. I'm not, So in the second half, you see those guys start winning after catching it in the end zone, and that's what I just been trying to work on, just trusting those guys and not trying to do too much, but make the play. If it's there, make the play, and it worked for us in the second half.
Drew, ultimately, though, for you to be successful, it has to start with
Right.
the trust under center.
Right.
How did that relationship progress in the course of the game?
Oh yeah, man. Anthony is he's a vibrant guy, man. When I first met him, he was excited. He's like, yeah, man, I'm excited to block. All I want to do is block for you. Like, so, that the relationship was created already. And then as far as the snaps and stuff like that, I mean, everything was good except for the one. And I didn't really have a problem with the snaps, but I think, just his attention to detail and how he came in, hungry, it works all well for him. So we don't have to teach him that part, and he dominated as far as I'm concerned.
Drew, I was going to ask you, because you were doing a really good job of spreading the wealth around throughout this game. So so what is the importance to this offense to have just so many just great weapons that you can throw to?
Absolutely. That's what we talked about. They coming in this year, having those weapons, and that's what I was saying. Like last year, I kind of would, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't throw it. Like it was just a trust thing where I was just like, I see you, but this year it's like I said, I'm gonna put it there. I know they're gonna make the plays, and I want to take my game to the next level as far as, you know, if it's there, it's there. So I told the guys, I trust you. I'm gonna keep throwing it. I'm gonna keep putting it up. I believe y'all. Like all the guys we got are veterans. I've seen them play before. I know what they can do. So it's like I trust it, bro. I'm gonna put it up there, and you're gonna see the plays just gonna start rolling in.
And Drew, you kind of talk about that because everyone within the organization feels you got the ability to take it to the next level.
Right.
And I know you do too.
Right.
And how much is Chris Dixon helping you with that?
Yeah.
A former player in this
Man.
league who is 8-time champion,
Man.
a 4-time MVP, a guy who knows the game, sees the game. How's that dynamic working early?
Man, I can't say enough about Chris Dixon, man. I just it's like he thinks for me, literally. Like so, it's just stuff where it's like he'll having him there playing quarterback, and he knows exactly what he's seeing, and we say the same. We're talking the same language, so I don't like that. He's telling me trust the guys, and then he'll go and tell them, hey, I need you to do this, 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 and this. So I don't have to. Hey, well, I just got to do my job, and that's what it makes it a lot easier to like have a coach right there that's like, you do your job, I'm gonna make them do your job, and then it's all gonna work. And then just his mentorship, man, and just seeing a guy in the IFL make a career and make a legacy out of this, man, and just to be in the same room every day and learn from somebody like that, whatever it is, I'm listening. I'm all ears, man. It's just been a blessing for him to be in our building, and I'm gonna try to take everything from him that I can.
To see Nate Davis took that big hit.
Yeah.
And then you could tell he
Right.
wasn't 100% that second, but for him to gut it out,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
No, that was definitely gutsy. I knew he was gonna come back because we hit him a couple times before, and he always just gets up and figures it out. So I never really was like, oh, he might be out or nothing. But I mean, it doesn't take away from the toughness of him, you know, being that guy for their team, and you know, that's big time, man. And you know, I respect the competitiveness, and you know, I know he's always gonna show up.
Drew, the last time we were in this room, it was a real different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, remember this is for video. What's the mission for this season, man?
Mission is to make it happen.
Thank you, Drew.
Appreciate it.
I love Humble Man. It's amazing album.
I appreciate it, man.
I love seeing you, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I love man. All y'all.
Good to see you, Drew. Good to see you, Chuck.
Yeah. Thank y'all.
All right, thanks, everyone. Thank you.